Well, it's the end of an era for the Macy's in Center City.
The department store at the historic Wanamaker building will officially close tomorrow. CBS News Philadelphia's reporter Ross DiMattei is live there this morning as shoppers not only say goodbye, but they get to listen to the famous organ one more time. Ross, good morning.
Good morning, Jan and Howard. And what a crowd that has shown up to hear the organ on its final day of concerts. It's a bit of a sad day. And, you know, guys, I was hoping that we would be able to hear a small sample of the organ now on its final day of concerts, but I was just told that it's not going to play again until 10 o'clock this morning. Essentially, the schedule is that it's going to play on the hour for a half an hour. So, for example, 10 to 10:30, 11 to 11:30, noon to 12:30, and so on and so forth until about 6 o'clock. And then we get the grand finale before it is kaput. All done here inside the Wanamaker building, at least for now. We don't know exactly what the future will hold for the organ, but in its current state. So since we can't hear the organ, allow me to step out of the way so you can see the organ. And I've been speaking with a whole bunch of experts, people who know a lot more about the organ than I do, who have come here for this final day of concerts. And one gentleman was telling me that this magnificent gold structure you see here that looks like an organ is actually for show. That is not the real organ. The real organ itself is behind those gray panels that you see above the gold structure. And the way it works is that when it plays, those gray panels, I should say, open up slightly to allow the sound to come out. And that's how they control the volume of the organ. And wow, I just heard my first performance about a half an hour ago. I was blown away. The architecture, the way it reverberates off the building, it's something to behold. If you haven't seen it, I would suggest coming out today. And of course, it's sad because, you know, this is tradition. For decades, families have come here to the Wanamaker building, especially during the holidays, taking some pictures with the Bronze Eagle and listening to the famous organ play here in Macy's while watching the famous holiday light show. Well, today, sadly, is one of the last days to do that after Macy's announced earlier this year that this Center City location will be one of 150 stores that will be closing across the country. And we saw a huge group gathered outside this morning for this last day of concerts. We spoke with a few people who went out of their way to be here. They had to be here in person, and here's what they had to say about it. Take a listen.
The organ. To hear the organ one last time. I'm a member of the Friends of the Wanamaker Organ, and I've been coming down for the past couple weeks to hear it. And when I heard about this, I said I have to be here.
I was when Wanamaker's closed. That was a huge change. Now this is, hopefully the organ's going to be okay. I read everything about it.
Yeah, you can hear the emotion there. It's an emotional day, certainly, for a lot of Philadelphians who have been coming here for decades, either with their family or their friends. It's become a tradition. And that woman who you just heard from told me that it was known amongst kids in Philadelphia that if you ever got lost, this was before cell phones, guys, remember, that you would come here to the Bronze Eagle, and that's where everyone knew to meet if in case you got lost. So a lot of tradition, a lot of history here. So here's how the final day of concerts is going to work. It started at 9 a.m. Again, they're going to be playing on the hour for a half an hour through 6 o'clock tonight. All of these concerts are free. They've got all these seats set up. Maybe hard to come by because so many people showed up so early, but if you haven't seen it, again, take it from me. This was my first time ever. I would make this priority viewing and listening. It's a beautiful organ, guys. I'll send it back to you.
Yeah, meet at the Eagle. It is a thing here in Philly. But Ross, I did learn something from you. I did not know that the bronze pipes or so, that they are not the actual organ. I did not know that.
Neither did I, Howard, and I was about to go on and report that out to everybody, and I'm so thankful for all the experts who are here to correct me. Normally the reporter's supposed to know more than the people here, but I'm proud to admit that these folks know a lot more than I do, and I'm learning stuff too. So yeah, not the real organ, as beautiful as it is, the sound that is so beautiful comes from above that.
Yeah, it's no wonder that they love it so much, and it's not just a beautiful instrument, but it's all the memories that go along with it, right? Taking your family there to the Macy's to see the light show, to hear the organ, a lot goes into today.
Let's hope, as that woman mentioned, hopefully they can figure something out with the organ, you know, at least to be played periodically. So, all right, Ross, thank you very much.